Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Johnny the House Buyer here. Today we're going to be talking about how to get rid of those pesky little black ants in your house. Okay, so there's a real easy, cheap way to do it. Let me show you how. So I'm going to show you my problem of the little black ants crawling all over my kitchen, right? They would come from all cracks and crevices here. I'll show you here of the kitchen, especially the sinks. I'll show you here the sink area. Let me show you. Like the sink area, I'll show you the little critters that were crawling all over the place. They'd come from underneath here. You know, we're not too terribly dirty people either. I mean, this is kind of typical of what would have a glass or two here. I mean, you know, as I drink a juice or whatever, I just set it there for a few minutes. You know, I'll put like my finished lunch or something right there. And you'll see there's a few little pieces of stuff. And right now our ant problem is totally gone. You'll see that. No, it's not staged or anything, but ant problem's gone. Used to be, if I put something like this here, they'd be over this in about 5 minutes. They'd crawl out of this corner right here and just come down, or crawl out here, come down. You guys know how it is if you're having this problem. I've got a few, you know, drinks here laying here. I'll do the dishes later, whatever. But it's not too terrible. We don't leave too terribly, you know, many things, but there'll be ants crawling all over this, and I'll show you that here. They'd come up from underneath here, wherever they'd come from. And I've tried to spray. I've tried the, you know, the dust and the powder and smoke, everything, whatever. But they'd come in there, and you'll see here I've got a cup here of some coffee and some bags of chips, but they'd be all over here. And especially over here, this is facing the outside wall, okay? So I'll show you something gross here. Here's the outlet now. You'll see that there's no ants coming, but I'll leave but you can see here in this video right here on this side, that all the ants crawling out of this outlet coming onto the bait here. You know, nothing too wild there. I mean, they'd come, and this is the water we use for the coffee. They'd come for anything, but I'd leave, you know, a couple of cans of soda and beer over here, but they would crawl out of that, come down here, and just be all over these cans. You know, I mean, I'll recycle those here later after a while, but they'd be all over this. They'd be all over everything if we left it there. One thing that we do leave out is dog food, right? And there's bits and pieces of dog food on the floor. They'd be all over that, everywhere. Really, really bad. All over this dog food here as well. Very bad, hard problem. Okay, so I've explained the problem to you. You probably see somewhere over here. I'll leave that running. Nasty old critters. Okay, so the solution, right, is very simple. Okay, it is borax. Yes, regular old borax. You can get this at the grocery store, whatever. I'll leave a link in the description for Amazon if you want to just click that, help support the channel. This here, right here, along with some honey or some jelly, as you can see here in this video right here, you'll see them crawling all over the jelly, right? They love it. It's kind of nasty. Or some syrup, any kind of liquidy stuff that you can mix. 1 tablespoon of this into about, you know, a 1/4 cup, or maybe, you know, even less. You know, most recipes out there say like a 1/2 cup, but that's way too much for me. But put it on a plate, as you'll see here, or put it on some wax paper, or even, as you'll see here also, I just stick it right on the sink and let them little rascals get up in there and take it back. It kills them. It kills the hive. It kills them all. Okay, so we've had this problem for, I mean, we were fighting it for like a month. I mean, it was tough. And finally we were like, okay, what do we do? After going through all the different iterations of stuff, this killed them. They've been gone for about 3 months, okay? Probably they'll come back, you know, in the summer or whatever, I don't know, but we know the solution, at least a really good long-term fix. You know, obviously ants are everywhere. They'll never die. They'll be here long after we're gone, you know, but not in my house and not in your house, right? I mean, whatever, whatever we need to do to get rid of them little things. But it's been about 3 months. Have not seen one ant there. We clean it, we make sure everything's clean, whatever, but we still, like I showed you earlier, we still leave some stuff. I mean, we're not perfect or anything like that. So we still leave some stuff out there, but they have not been coming back. So definitely borax, something sweet and sticky, put it on a plate or, wax paper, or even nothing, just wherever you see them coming in. That's where they'll come in, like I showed you, from the electrical outlet, from underneath the sink, from wherever those little guys come from. Anyways, mix it all up, put it down, and it takes like, what we did was after dinner, right? We'd clean up everything, put everything away, make sure everything's clean, put that bait in there overnight. Okay, and I don't have cats or anything, so I don't know how you would prevent cats or anything from getting onto it. But it's supposedly non-toxic, but don't trust me or anybody else. But I don't know. But I don't know firsthand. Okay, so my dogs didn't get into it. I don't have cats, like I said. But leave it out overnight. I left it out overnight. Them got those little ants, as you can see, were crawling all over it, right? I mean, I'll leave that running up there. They're crawling all over it, and night by night, it got less and less, and it seemed like at first we used the syrup, and then we switched, and then once they got used to it, they were like, oh, we're not going to eat this. So I switched up to the grape jelly, and then they, obviously you'll see that they're all over that, and that was nasty. So a couple of nights later we did that, and then a couple of nights later we did the honey. Okay, so I did the old switcheroo. I did them all, right? I don't care. It's cheap, it's effective. So the first night that we put it down, we saw all kinds of ants coming. And it was nasty, right? Nasty and crazy, but we're like, we got to do this. So they take that into their mound, wherever they are, and they were in the sink somewhere, in the wood or whatever they're hiding in. It doesn't matter. But they take it into the nest and they kill the queen. So that's how you get rid of them permanently or semi-permanently until they come again, whatever. But we know the secret weapon now. The first night, it was very noticeable. But still, they were coming, right? It was about halfway for us. I mean, halfway. The second night, we switched it up. Like I said, it was one or the other. But, you can switch them up or you can do whatever. However, the results turn out for you, right? So the second night, it was like night and day between the ants, right? And we knew it was working after the second night. We were like, oh yeah, this is working. But still, they would show up, right? The third night, it was like, we didn't see hardly any. We saw like one or two, and that's about it. And we knew that they were dying, but still, we just kept it going, right? Kept going, and we're like, we're just gonna wipe them out, kill them. You might have not had to do the third night, but we did anyway. And even we were so paranoid that even the fourth night. Okay, so after the third night, that fourth day, there were none. And I was leaving, drinks out and stuff like that, but there were none. There were no ants on the fourth day. But we did all of them. We did the honey over here. We did the grape jelly over there. We did everything the fourth night. So the fourth night, we didn't see any ants crawling anything. Okay, so that fifth morning, it was all done. We were all done. And then after that, we were kind of hesitant. We're like, oh, let's do it again. And we're like, no, well, if they come back, they come back, and we'll see. We'll just try it again. But 4 nights in a row, the 5th day, they were gone. They've been gone, like I said, for 3 months. Hallelujah, whatever. But they're not here anymore. If they come back here, I'll let you know. But very, very cheap, easy solution. I mean, easy as in it's not hard to do. But you need to be consistent, at least 3 nights. I'd say 4, like I did 4 nights in a row. But I mean, if you skipped them, I mean, I don't think it'd be a problem. But my results as of what I did myself is 4 straight nights, 5th day, gone. So you've been suffering. with them for this long, time to get rid of them little rascals, right? Get rid of them things, man. So please give me a like if you like this. So come back when it's all said and done. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like, share this with someone who's having them little black ant problems, okay? And I hope that I was helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a great day. Peace out.